Hello everyone. Welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena. It's been a while since I did any videos at all, but I've been wanting to play a bit of Magic again, and there's a set in Quick Draft that I know sort of how to play. So I thought let's have a go at it. I don't even have my draft guide open, but I probably will need it in a moment, I'm realizing. So yeah, these are the nerfed cards, by the way. I know there's some stuff in here. I don't know. Or not nerfed, but the alchemy adjusted ones. I think not, right? These are the actual original printed cards, right? I don't see any of the ones that were changed, but anyway, I think Patrician Geist is pretty solid. Let me just open that dang old guide. Because I couldn't get the Arena Tutor thing to work last time I tried. What's the set called? Midnight Hunt. Okay. So I believe Patrician Geist is rated a perfectly lovely card. 98th best, it says. Anything else on this list that might compete with it? Fading Hope is okay. It's a good tempo card, for sure. A good card for Constructed. This is awful. Turn the Earth is playable sometimes, but I wouldn't want to first pick it. Shadow Beast's not bad, I think. What's the deal with Immolation? No thanks. Oh, Midnight Ambush is better, right? Yeah, slightly. Alright, I'll take it. Happy to throw that into pretty much any black deck. Cathartic Pyre, pretty solid. I think Odric's Outrider is okay. Beloved Beggar, I don't know. I faced it on occasion and not been that impressed. It's a big blocker for 2 mana. So, you know, nice in a slower deck. And if you can get it killed, it turns into like a pretty decent card. But very expensive. I mean, I think... How is Outrider? I don't think it's that good, right? Yeah, it says it's fine. Whereas Cathartic Pyre, it says is quite good, as I said. Nothing else here really that appealing. Consider is okay. What does it think of Beloved Beggar? Not that good, right? Like it's fine. Okay. Well, Red Black. What was Red Black doing in this set again? Not. Is it vampires? It might be vampire. I know it's vampires in Midnight Hunt or in Crimson Vow. Let me just open up the guide here to remind myself of like the overall themes as well. Hey, knock it off. Oh yeah, day night. I remember all that stuff. Right. But like, tell me what. Rakdos vampires, yeah. And they're like fine, but nothing incredible. So, oh, Thermo Alchemist though. That's a fun one. More of a red-blue card. They're still playing like spells, right? Yeah. But it's still a perfectly fine card. Better than any of this, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Thermo Alchemist rated quite good. Now, Dreadhound has been good for me in every deck so far. It really can win the game for you when you land it, but of course the problem is it costs 7. So you have to survive to get there. Neonate's Rush, it's a vampire card, but it doesn't do that much. It like kills a 1/1 and draws a card, which is great, but only if they have a 1/1. And even, you know, at 2 mana, that's a pretty good spell, but only if they have a small thing to kill, right? Or you could finish something off. It's fine, but it's pretty situational. Sea Zombie is totally lovely in like the token decks that you get here. Arrogant Outlaw is fine. But I think I'm gonna probably take the Dreadhound. I mean, it's just such a fun card to get to play, even if it's not good in every deck. Oh, actually, Lunarch Veteran is really good as well. We're not married to black by any means. And it's just so much life, right? Yeah, Lunark Veteran, it says, is a great card. It doesn't like Dreadhound that much, as I recall, although it does say it's fine. So far what we have is a bunch of cheap cards in, like, a few colors. So this could be, like, the start of some kind of aggro deck, in which case maybe, like, I don't know, a 1-drop is nice, but also something that gains life is not that important. I think an Arrogant Outlaw would fit in better with the cards that I have so far, but I believe the Dreadhound is quite a bit better than that, right? Yeah, it says Arrogant Outlaw is not very good. I think I'll just take the Dreadhound, because this doesn't really fit with any of the cards I have. Sea Zombie is also, I think, fine. But Dreadhound is even better at breaking stalemates. It's just you have to get him out later. Flame Channeler and Embodiment of Flame. When a spell you control deals damage. Okay, we're not going to be able to do that much of it. Yeah, this requires a lot of investment to get value out of. But, I mean, it's a 2-mana 2/2, and then if you do damage with a spell, so far we have one card that can do that. Then, like, it turns into a 3/3, which is kind of cool. And later, if you deal damage with things, you can draw stuff. So it's probably... I don't think it's very good. Let's just look that up. Yeah, it says it's, like, not great, but, like, not awful. Gavany Trapper is way better than it looks, I remember. Festival Crasher? Nah. Voldaren Stinger, just a perfectly fine red tempo kind of card. Get some good... or aggro, really. Yeah, sign me up. Actually, it's going to be pretty low on the list, isn't it? Voldaren... Yeah, it says it's fine. It likes the Channeler a little bit better. Okay, fine. But, like, I'd rather have a Vampire than a spell synergy card, I think, given the colors I have right now. Plus, also a 1-drop. No Way Out is okay. Eccentric Farmer is pretty good. The fact that it's still here so late is slightly an indicator that maybe we should be in green. And there's not really anything else I want. Like, No Way Out is fine. I could take Eccentric Farmer to just, like, keep myself open here. Because I don't think No Way Out is really that amazing in this deck anyway. Neither is Festival Crasher. Well, actually, it's just a... It's a 2-mana creature, right? It's, like, a little bit slow, but, you know, if you play any instants or sorceries, they do have to play around it a bit. I think I'll take it. Curve is important. Galvanic Iteration. 2-mana... Okay, so this is like... 2 mana to copy something, and then you can do it again. I think I played this once, and it was just too slow. And we're not even trying to play red-blue at the moment. The Vampire Socialite is 2 mana 2/2 with Menace. And on turns, when opponents have lost life, you get counters on your vampires. I mean, we've got to take that, right? Lots of 2-drops. That's what makes a limited deck. I'm very happy with that. I don't really want this. But I guess the way the deck is shaping up, No Way Out is pretty antithetical to what we're doing. So I'll just take this kind of... I mean, it's a fine card to play on 3. Nothing to write home about or anything. Okay, we're offered the same choice again. I'll take the same thing again. Another Stinger, I guess? I seem to be trying to play red-black aggro with a Dreadhound for no reason. Novice Occultist is not great, but seems better than everything else here. Neonate's Rush might actually not be so bad now that we've grabbed all this stuff. We have several vampires, right? 3. And, right, these 2 plus the Socialite. Yeah. And, you know, we kind of would love an excuse to make slightly bad attacks. And that's what this card gives us is, hey, you make a slightly bad attack, use Neonate's Rush to finish him off, and then draw a card. I don't... I mean, okay, it's 3 mana 3/2, and it might do something else as well. Fine. Stowaway's great, but I don't really want it. Infernal Grasp should be great. Play with Fire. I mean, I'd be happy to have both of them. Moonrage's Slash, also pretty good, except I'm not going to have that much day-night stuff. It's still fine, though. So, I mean, I don't know. I think I should take Infernal Grasp. I am going to see what DraftSim thinks about them, though. Infernal Grasp says it's great. Says Play with Fire is good. I will take Infernal Grasp. This Cavalier surely can't be worth playing white for, can it? No. Defenestrate, totally great. Raise the Effigy, I mean, not awful, but not good. Yeah, Defenestrate is a great card. Do I want Blade Brand for some reason? I mean, Defenestrate is surely a better card in isolation, right? Defenestrate is rated 94th. Blade Brand is rated like much, much worse. 225th. There is some argument that if we're attacking with a bunch of tiny creatures, it would be nice to have a combat trick that kills whatever they block with, even if that thing has flying, and then draws a card. Like, that would be a pretty cool thing to do. Actually, with all these first strikers, I mean, okay, 2, right? But if we plan to be aggressive, making a Death Touch first striker and drawing a card, I mean, that might be nearly as flexible as Defenestrate, maybe more. And when it works, it's even more powerful for less mana. I think I'll take the Blade Brand. That's what a wacky choice, but just seems like this deck doesn't really need to remove arbitrary creatures. It wants to remove whatever they're blocking with. It's probably wrong, but I don't know. That's what my judgment is telling me. 3 mana 2/2. If an opponent lost life, deal damage equal to the number of vampires you have. I mean, I have a fair number. Electric Revelation, also kind of fun. I think it's one of these 2 vampire cards, though, for sure. Hungry for More is fine. What am I up to, like 4 vampires now? Yeah, this would be the 5th. We expect opponents to lose life fairly often. Yeah, I think we take the Ambusher here. Hungry for More is surely... Well, I don't know. Ambusher. It says it's ranked 195th. Hungry for More, ranked 141st. So, I mean, this is obviously the more aggressive tempo-y play. Let's get rid of these vampires, by the way. I think sorry, werewolves. We should be okay without them. We have several cards that want enemies to have taken damage. And we have Thermo Alchemist to like turn that on for sure. I think we take the Ambusher. I mean, for sure, as long as the Thermo Alchemist is in play, right? But ooh, Heirloom Mirror? Maybe just Evolving Wilds? I mean, Heirloom Mirror... You know, I played it in one deck, maybe 2, and most of the time it wasn't very good. Once it was pretty good. But I think I'll just take the Evolving Wilds. I don't know. I like my mana base. I don't want to have to, like... I want to be curving out pretty well, and Evolving Wilds makes that hard. And with just 2 colors, we should be okay, and I don't really want to splash a 3rd. So I think I'll just take an Heirloom Mirror and see what happens. Maybe cut it. We're not getting that much red-black this pack, which is too bad. I mean, Field of Ruin is not very good. It does sometimes do amazing stuff against when they have some really important land. But usually not going to do much. Brimstone Vandal. I mean, yeah, I guess. A 2/3 menace that can do damage sometimes. Seems okay. Silver Bolt, though, is probably supposed to be better. This is fairly expensive, cheap removal. Or, yeah, no, not. I was going to say or burn, but no, it's only creatures. And this is like something proactive to curve out with that can do face damage. Yeah. Thrilled to see another Voldaren Stinger. I think they're almost the backbone of this deck, even though they're not that amazing a card. I don't think we want a Ghoulish Procession. Do we? Like... we don't have much of a way to make use of decayed zombies, right? The ideal case for us would be that we get to hit the enemy with them for 2. And I don't know. On turns when creatures are dying, I'm usually sad, and this is not going to help that much. So what about Ardent Elementalist? Wow, way too expensive for the effect in this deck. Okay, well, Ghoulish Procession it is. Another Voldaren Stinger? I thought you'd never ask. Arrogant Outlaw is fine. We should be making them lose life fairly often. Not my favorite card in the deck, though. I'd be happy to cut it eventually. Raise the Effigy, I mean... nah. Target attacking creature. Yeah, it's just like... it's an okay combat trick. But nothing incredible. Electric Revelation. By the way, the bear sucks, right? Yeah. I don't think I want to be spending this kind of mana on draw. But obviously it's better than the other choices. Looks like maybe we should have been in red-blue, huh? Oh, speaking of. Okay, I think, by the way, this, like, Dreadhound can go. Doesn't look like this deck is ever going to get to 6 mana. Another Heirloom Mirror, I mean, could be something. A 2-mana 2/2 with an ability that could be useful on occasion? I mean, I guess. Brimstone Vandal also seems reasonable. Silver Bolt might be best of all. It's really expensive, though. I mean, the Harrier is not that good. I think I'll just take another Vandal. What's the deal with these guys? 4 mana, 4/3. If an opponent lost life, get more mana. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess. Maybe just a Defenestrate, though. We don't have that many instants or sorceries, right? Yeah. So I think the Festival Crasher is not that good. The Thermo Alchemist is still not amazing, but it's going to activate all of my... if something lost life this turn, right? So I think it's still worth keeping. Oh, Midnight Ambush is getting better, too, if we keep taking all these, like... Brimstone Vandals who care about Night and Day. Do I have anything else that cares about Night and Day? I don't remember. No. Okay. Well, it's going to be like 2 mana, 2 damage pretty often, but that's still totally fine. Or not just 2 damage, like you can remove something with 2 toughness, but it's also a combat trick that can kill something bigger while keeping one of your creatures alive. Still, here, I think it's supposed to be defenestrate, just a little bit more removal. Keep me ahead on board. This is like our 3rd heirloom mirror? 4th? And some red blue stuff that we don't really want. Stolen Vitality isn't bad. Trample. Yeah, I don't really want it, but it's not bad. Lunar Frenzy. Now I know this one is a combat trick that is tough to play around. Lunar Frenzy like solves a lot of problems. Moonreader Slash totally fine, but I'll take the Frenzy. Very cheap, and it can be applied to like just a ton of situations. Another Defenestrate? What is Pax Betrayal? No. No, thank you. I mean, we kind of have a lot of non-creature spells at the moment for a limited deck. I think we can cut the Heirloom Mirror. That didn't really turn out that great, which is not a surprise. I got Blade Brand, Infernal Grasp, Midnight Ambush, Pyre, Neonate's Rush. That's certainly top of my list for non-creature spells to cut. We have 8 vampires, so it should be cheap pretty much a lot of the time. I won't say all, but a lot. It also hits them in the face, activating my cards that care about that. I mean, I guess I probably shouldn't cut it. The Arrogant Outlaws are probably good as well. Like, yeah. I think this is going okay. I guess we do just take another Defenestrate, right? I don't really want this werewolf thing. A 2-mana 2/1 flyer? Maybe that is good, actually. I don't care that much about blocking with this deck. It's a vampire. Yeah, 2 mana for a 2-power flyer is a pretty great deal. Gets me a little bit of evasive damage in there somehow. And we're offered the same choice again, Defenestrate or Vampire Interloper. I think I just want more creatures. Like, removal is good, but Defenestrate is a little inflexible. Abandon the Post. Up to 2 creatures can't block this turn. Wow. I hate it when I find myself in a situation where I'm looking at this and be like, ooh, what a good card. I still don't think it's that good. But it could be the finisher we're looking for. And we are a little bit, like, we do need some more cards. Not that many more, but I can't just, like, sideboard everything. I mean, I could. There's stuff in here I could put back in, but... Another Blade Brand actually seems totally fine. Way too many non-creature spells. Do I just take a Hobbling Zombie? It doesn't really synergize with anything at all, but it's a 3-mana 2/2 that makes another 2/2, I guess? Maybe a Silver Bolt, I don't know. Yeah, I don't really care about a 2-mana 2/2 Death Touch. 3-mana 2/2 Death Touch. I think a Silver Bolt is better to pick up. Okay, yeah, a combat trick, I guess. I will sideboard it, though. We're going to have to grab some junk out of the sideboard to put back in. But I don't want to make myself... I don't want to trick myself into taking that if I don't have to. I don't really want this. Oh, this is amazing. A Bat Whisperer. My top end is here. This card is not awful. Okay, so we ended up with 23 cards. I'm certainly going to run at most 16 lands here. This is not a deck that wants a lot of land. So we do need to add another playable or two. A lot of non-creature spells. And even have flashback. Abandon the post. Okay, so we're not going to be recasting any of these spells very often. I just wanted to double check maybe my, actual mana spent is higher. And I do have mana sinks in like Voldaren Stinger and Lunar Frenzy, but ultimately not that much. So color-wise, we have 13 red and 11 black, and I don't think like any of it is double-pipped. So yeah, we want to be about even on colors. Let's see what we can do if we cut 2 lands. And run a couple more red or black cards. Like, I don't really want any of this black shit. Maybe I'm supposed to take the procession, but I feel like it just takes a situation where I was losing and leaves me still losing. And in a situation where I'm winning, it doesn't help me stay winning. Right? So if I'm winning, it doesn't do anything. If I'm losing, it doesn't help me not lose. So I don't really understand what this card would be for. Obviously, in other decks, I have appreciated it, but in this one, I don't see how that's helping. The Dreadhound, I think, would be just, like, too much. We're not adding a 6-drop to round out the deck. We're adding, like, a 2 or a 3. Festival Crasher is not bad, actually. We end up with a fair number of instants and sorceries. And I think it's between, like, Raise the Effigy or Silver Bolt. I don't know. Both probably okay. I think I like Raise the Effigy as like something that lets me just keep attacking. Right? Silver Bolt lets me remove a threat or, an answer of theirs, I guess you would say, because I'm hoping to be the one making threats. And that's fine. But what I hope to do is have a bunch of creatures on the board and feel brave enough to attack with them into anything. Right? That's what Raise the Effigy, Lunar Frenzy, and the Blade Brands are all about. And even the Neonate's Rush is like, even if my creatures are a bit outmatched on the board, I want combat tricks to let them keep attacking. Or maybe we're equally matched on board, but I'm afraid to attack because they might have a combat trick. Having a combat trick of my own makes that situation much better. So is this a good deck? Well, it should get some wins. I don't think this will go 0. Mukonasale? Mukonasale? I don't know. I love the deck, though. Ooh, I can go... Well, okay. I sort of wish I were player 1, obviously, because then you could hope to play Voldaren Stinger into Socialite and get the buff on it. I still can hope for that, but it might not work. White, nothing. Oh, I love it. This requires 3 mana to pay, so I don't think playing another land helps. Is there any universe in which I might want 2 red this turn instead of red-black? I mean, not really. Okay, so this... They ought to be afraid to block the Stinger here, right? I can attack with both and have Raise the Effigy available. Yeah, that seems great. Or indeed, Midnight Ambush, maybe even better. No. Okay. Sure. And now I have some removal open, so that's fine as well. Okay. So far, so good. Here's where I may suffer for having too many instants and sorceries. So what's your deal? When it enters... Okay, that's all fine. I don't need to kill this first. Or anything silly like that. +1/+1. It gains vigilance until end of turn. Okay. Fine. I'm still perfectly happy to attack with all here. I might be even happier to Midnight Ambush this thing first. Oh, really? Okay, that all resolves. I mean, I could have shrunk this thing with Midnight Ambush first, but there's no reason to. Sure. It's a shame you committed so much to that, don't you think? I guess I could give my creature Raise the Effigy, but I don't want to. I just want to play another gigantic Voldaren Stinger. And this thing can turn into a 2/1, which who cares, right? This is 8 damage. These two cards together would be lethal if they didn't block, right? I mean, it seems unlikely they're going to choose not to block at all. But I don't know the details of what they are going to do. Alright. I don't think I want to actually, no. I want to Neonate's Rush one of their things. So that it can't block. Are they going to chump a 2/1? Or go to 2 and then hopefully lose the game? I'm happy to do this. If they can now remove something, oh well. Okay. Well, that's one of the ways we win. The Vampire Socialite was bananas. Very happy with it. The Stingers were fine. The Blade Brand, couldn't have asked for more. What set is this art from? I guess, yeah, this could be New Capenna, sure. All the other arts New Capenna, why not? Is the new set coming out like Baldur's Gate? Is that did that like already happen? I don't keep in touch with paper magic. This is the same hand I wanted, except I get to be player 1 this time. This is not a vampire, sadly. It is a devil. Ooh, a 1/3. That's actually really good for you. I mean, I can't attack into that. I can play the Socialite. But if I do, I miss out on getting the 1/1 counter here. If I wait till next turn, I'll have 3 mana and can attack with this, threatening to first strike it. They let it in, and then I play this and give the thing a counter. So that gives up a lot of tempo. But it gets me some value on this thing, which seems important. I think I can wait. Yikes. It's pretty scary. So, but the point is, now I can attack with this. And get that in. Oh, yuck. No locks. Oh my god. So, I mean, I can attack with all and have Neonate's Rush to kill off one of these scabs, but it's not really solving any problems, I think. I don't know. Let's go for it. Fine. Maybe I'll draw something here that makes this better than just a trade. Nope. Alright, we're still way behind. Is they gonna shoot me with the thing now before I can do some damage, or? Ah. That's true, isn't it? They can shoot me after they block. Huh. I shouldn't have attacked. Because now I have to spend mana just to make them spend the Silver Bolt, which they wanted to do anyway. If I don't spend mana, they can keep the bolt and still kill this creature. I mean, I can play the Blade Brand, which is going to suck otherwise, right? But it's still a big mistake. Because that would let me get out the Brimstone Vandal. But no, I guess I should keep the Vandal alive. I should keep the Blade Brand in hand. This is awful. Okay, Midnight Ambush, together with something that makes Night and Day matter. That's something. That might be a way out of this. Oh, what are the counters in this format? I know there was like a... Flip the Switch, right? 3 mana... Flip the switch, counters, and then makes a decayed zombie, probably? That's the main one. And there's Devious Cover-Up. 4 mana, double blue. That, like, shuffles stuff back from your graveyard into your hand. Okay, so what's the deal with this? That's fine. Just get that creature out of my face, please. Actually, I should have blocked this and... No, I don't have Blade Brand. But I guess I could have still blocked it, I suppose. I either sacrifice... Oh, no. I must sacrifice it, and then I lose a life. Okay. Yeah, not surprised. I've drawn way too much land as well. I'm out of here. There's no hope anymore. It's not like I'm gonna draw a Dreadhound or something. I don't think Dreadhound would be enough at this point. Well, maybe. I don't have anything to deal with the bat at the moment, but I already played Neonate's Rush. I know I have some other rule. Cathartic Pyre, maybe. Dreadhound into Cathartic Pyre, but Dreadhound isn't in the deck, so obviously that's why we're not drawing it. Great. I got a 1, 2, 3 curve. 2 different choices on 3. And the Arrogant Outlaw is guaranteed to trigger. Well, not guaranteed. They could kill the Stinger. They could kill the Alchemist and block the Stinger or something, but seems pretty likely. Green-black. I mean, green-black surely is not going to kill this on turn 2 or something. I mean, I guess Midnight Ambush could do it, but it's not something you expect them to do. Suspicious. Oh, no, right, they can give it Death Touch. Okay, no blocks. Wow, that's committal. That made it a 4-4, huh? Okay. I could bluff by attacking with the Stinger, but that seems absolutely ridiculous. So I'll just play the Outlaw. Oh my god, it's getting bigger. What the hell? It's a little scary. So... attack with the Outlaw and see if they go for a block. I presume they will not, but in that case I get in 3 damage at least. To target creature or planeswalker. I feel like it's important to keep this as like a removal spell. I can't just play it out as a 2/2. And I can let him hit me one more time. Although it's not clear how that's going to help. Maybe I can attack with everything next turn? I'm not totally sure. I guess I could have held this back and be threatening to triple block or something? What is this? Duel for dominance. You just want to fight the Thermo Alchemist. Okay. Well, it looks like we're going to lose this game too, probably. Midnight Ambush maybe would help? Would that be enough? I'm not sure. Neonate's Rush. I have 5 mana. So I could play Rush plus this thing. But that wouldn't be enough. Still. Okay, but now... They're gonna Silver Bolt my Outlaw in a sec. And then I'm gonna have to start sacking 1/1s. And even if I make one of them a 3/1 and play Neonate's Rush, it's still not enough. So I guess I may as well play this now. I wasn't getting the ping out of it anyway, since I lost the Thermo Alchemist. And now we threaten, like, not a great block? But in principle, I could trade my whole board for their whole board. It's not good. But it's better than just letting them attack and kill me, I think. I mean, I could also chump a 1/1. I'm not sure that's better. I don't think it is. No tricks? Can I play my Dreadhound now? Dreadhound would be pretty good if I were to draw it, but again, not in the deck. Just sort of regretting my deck building choices is all. Still, if any one of these cards I've already drawn had been Dreadhound, it would be a disaster. I just want specifically this one card in my deck to be... Oh, now we get the Lunar Frenzy. After I had to give up all my creatures. Very sad. Well, I mean, they built a giant creature and committed to it, and I couldn't quite kill it. Several times I almost killed it. Or almost had a chance to kill it, I think. I mean, Lunar Frenzy sort of keeps me from getting killed by this. Looking for another color? Red. I guess that makes sense. Why else would you be running Jack-o'-lantern in a two? You wouldn't run Jack-o'-lantern in a 2-color deck, probably. Oh no, I'm losing to a stuffed bear. And an heirloom mirror. It's all the rejects from my deck. The Hobbling Zombie. You remember when I didn't take that? This is like the ghost of Christmas past. I mean, this sucks, obviously. Well, okay, let's evaluate. If I play this, am I ever winning? I guess I could deal with, like... Oh, God. I mean, yeah, I can deal with the stuffed bear by... like, just pumping this naturally. Heirloom mirror, maybe I can draw something somehow. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. A little surprised they're playing a land rather than discarding with heirloom mirror here. What's that all about? I guess they have Bramble Armor and the bear that they both want to play. Or not. I'm a little shocked they're not attacking with the bear. Okay, so I guess they wanted to make sure they wanted to make sure they could play this, and Heirloom Mirror might have cost them 2 mana. But I feel like if that had happened, there was a good backup plan with these guys. This sucks. Alright. See you later. I could have destroyed their artifact, huh? There you go, take that. Well, that was just they went super all in on their creature and I couldn't kill it. You know? Would have liked a Blade Brand, would have liked to Defenestrate. Although actually, like, Blade Brand wouldn't have worked. Their creature was big and mine were small. And so they could just ignore my attacks and keep attacking me with Vigilance. And, like... I guess that's... I couldn't have gotten First Strike and Blade Brand to go off, because they'd be attacking, but I could have still thrown away a Stinger and a Blade Brand. 2 for 1 myself, and been in pretty good shape. Band in the Post looking very bad right now. So it can't attack, and when it would do damage, it doesn't. Yeah. And then later they can pay to exile it. Yeah. This is like Sigardia's Imprisonment, right? But it, like, is a little bit less powerful because you can still block with your guys, I guess. I mean, this game is still looking not great either. I guess I'll play out the Outlaw. Hope to activate the Ambusher next turn if they let me. Although with only 1 mountain, I can't actually attack, raise the effigy. Well, I don't need to, right? If they block, I want to use Raise the Effigy, and if they don't block, I want to use the Ambusher. So, it's sort of fine. Mono white so far, by the way. Bit weird. No. Not another candle trap. Okay. Not my favorite thing in the world, but... I mean, at least it can still trade with the 2-2. It costs, what, 3 mana to exile? So they can do that next turn. But then they're not exiling the Stingers. They can't really attack right now because I threatened to block with either creature. I think that's a mistake. I don't know, maybe they have some trick and they're happy to have this happen? Don't know why though. Okay, that's fine. Oh, it prevents damage. I forgot about that. Okay, I'm bad. Officially bad. I mean, okay, the Outlaw wasn't doing much for me at the time, but it was still bad to just, like, give it to them, right? I mean, Midnight Ambush is a cool thing to do. I don't know exactly how to work it into my plans. I guess I'm supposed to just play this? It's a 2-2. Congratulations. It doesn't get the damage effect, but I was not getting that anytime soon anyway. I don't know. Do I Midnight Ambush the 2-2? The 1-1 is the Veteran is a better card, but I don't really want to give them back the 1-1 flyer. It's not a day or night. It becomes day. When night becomes day or day becomes night. Okay. So I guess I'm going to kill that when it becomes night at the end of my turn. Still looking grim. Really? Attacking with the 1-1. That's also scary. More to 1. Okay, I guess I let it all in. If I attack with my 2-2, they're just going to let it in. They're not going to let me trade here. Okay, this is actually a kind of useful creature, I think. Do I attack first? I guess since I'm not using this to block, I may as well. Okay, I guess I'm... Well, I forgot it's not night yet, so this isn't actually a kill, but it's close. So let's see what your trick is first. They do look mono white. Oh, it's a fucking human. Oh no. Ugh. So I needed to wait until night to... Oh my god. And I can't even play this because I have no mountains. Just dig a really deep hole and bury me in it. Oh, this is awful. This deck deserved better. I feel like it was a pretty decent tempo deck that, I don't know, has been robbed of the opportunities it deserved. Did I put too many spells in it? Yes. Is it so many that I deserved this? I feel like no. We should have had more games like the first one, if that's okay with you. Sure. Just what I was looking for. Another swamp. I mean, I can play the Festival Crashers. It means it won't be night, but having them on board means Midnight Ambush is pretty good anyway. I should probably have been chumping with my 1-1 a while ago. Because now that they're starting to run drive cards, they might just decide... Oh, actually, you know what they're going to do? They're going to tap my 1-3 and swing with everything else. And that's a problem. 3-2-1-0. Yeah, even if I somehow used Midnight Ambush, I couldn't stop him from covenanting. Okay, I mean... Oh, this doesn't even work because this doesn't deal damage. What a nightmare. This is what I get for coming back to Magic, man. Okay. Yeah, very funny. Keep feeding me creatures one at a time now that I'm finally losing. So that I can't even in good conscience like pass and play Midnight Ambush. I mean, nothing works, right? Technically, if I like play a creature or use Midnight Ambush, I might live? No. Neither of those lets me live, right? I can do both. Since this requires black, not red. They can tap one of my guys down. It should be the 1-3, of course. Swing with all the rest. And then I can block one of them and they get in for like... Oh, they still get in for... Well, no. Oh my god! Well, that ought to do it. I can't even live through the turn, right? Because it's going to make another attacker. Just attack with everything and you win. What are you even looking? What are you doing? What do you think I'm going to do? Oh, you tapped the wrong one. I don't know why you did that. So do I kill the 3-2 or the 2-2 flyer? Okay. Now they figured out how to kill me. Because... I mean, I don't know. I can kill a 3... I can stop 3 damage this way. And they're coming in for 7, so... This is the only block that lives. And then I just need, like, burn down the house, and I should be okay. Right? Burn down the house into Dreadfiend would be pretty good. Oh, I can't cast, yeah, red spell. Sure. Got him! Well, a thoroughly discouraging finish. The first game seemed good. I don't know if it was game 2 or game 3 that was close, but this game was not close. I think it was game 3. I think game 2 we got run over somehow. I mean, we got run over in every game we lost. But the game where the guy had the single green creature, it felt like it was close, even though like we never did anything. Because I could see that like, oh, we were almost able to do something. Whereas in the other game, I don't remember the details, but I think like I was just never in a position to do anything. Anyway, that was some Magic. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.